Guys, deluded. I'm back again. You choosing Golo Kante. I'm very pleased to be back with you guys. I don't know why, but something looks a bit odd with my settings. I mean, more odd than usual. I mean, you normally see the creased up background, but something looks odd. I can't put my hand on it, finger on it, whatever the phrase is. I don't know. Maybe it's my hay fever tablet making me geek. But let's continue. Obviously, we've seen a lot of themes at the World Cup. I don't want to speak about the typical ones. We obviously saw late goals, the sheer velocity of goals, VAR, the amount of penalties given. We saw a lot in that World Cup in it. But one thing that's not being spoken about in a day and age of defending dying is the quality performances defensively we saw. We saw some poor ones, but we saw some good ones. And like I just said, in a day and age where defending is dying, you're looking. The first thing people are saying about a centre half is not their positioning, their bravery, their tackling, their ability to ball play, and all of these things. And we know the game. Obviously, Messi, Ronaldo are grabbing 90 goals, and typically more attacking players that bring fans into games and get fans out of their seats and ultimately decide games. But without the back five, you're nothing. I mean, look at them numerous Madrid legends when Makelele was there. Ask how they speak of Makelele. But we know the glamour, the dark arts don't sell tickets ultimately. People want to go and watch Ronaldo. They don't really want to watch Sergio Ramos to a degree. I mean, Ramos is a bit different, but you get what I'm saying, innit? And Ronaldo's even gone Juventus. But I mean, I know I got to start with the Brazilians. They weren't amazing, but in fact, I think Miranda and Thiago Silva had decent World Cups. Thiago Silva probably forcing it a bit myself, but Miranda definitely. Because I don't even think you should be in the starting lineup. To be fair, he done his thing. He done his thing for Brazil. Obviously, Harry Maguire of England as well. Davison Sanchez for me leaves this tournament with the highest ratings for me out of everyone because I've said the guy's sick. We know he's sick, but it's like he's sick, man. Davison Sanchez is sick and. Spurs should be proud to have a player like that. And you saw my vid when they signed him. I said this is a coup. Like I honestly believe he's gonna be at the PSGs, the Madrids, the Barca's if he keeps continuing how he continues. And Spurs, if Spurs don't match his ambition or whatever his drive eventually, I do believe that's not a disrespect on Spurs. That's a compliment on the player. Like Davison Sanchez is sick. Like he done a madness for Colombia. Even if you want to be picky, his teammate Yerry Mina, I'm not here for ratings and saying he's this, he's that, but he's enhanced his reputation because what I saw in Spain personally, what was it, Seville? Did Barcelona lose to Seville last year? If they didn't, I stand corrected, but he must have played against them and he was terrible. I'm so sure there was a game he was absolutely terrible, and I didn't rate him too tough. But now obviously, I've seen him at the World Cup, and I don't want to just judge him on that, but you can see kind of why Barcelona got him. I believe you got the wrong Colombian because you want Davison Sanchez first, and then you got Yerry Mina. But he enhanced his reputation. Varane played very well, as did a number of the back five for France. I know Lloris doesn't count as a defender, but he's part of the back five. So they were, for me, the back five collectively, four excluding Lloris if you want to be picky, were key to France winning it. Yeah, they were guilty of some individual errors, but look at Pavard, look at Hernandez, look at Umtiti at times. Obviously, I've just said Varane, and Lloris made that error in the final, but he's also made some good saves, but he's not a defender, so forget him. Great performances. Godin, I probably love him the most out of all the modern day defenders because he's my sort of defender, that old school type, that street smart sort of defender. Excellent at the World Cup, as was his partner Jimenez, and obviously they didn't win it, and it is what it is. And obviously, for me, Akanji as well, similar to Davison Sanchez, another one I think is destined for the elite club, the top bracket of clubs. I think Akanji's there. Akanji had a good World Cup for me for Switzerland. Obviously, ultimately, a lot of them didn't go so far. I'm not saying, man, that their performances and their man they are playing faultless because we all make mistakes, but I just feel it's sad that these players are not being even held in high regard, or not even no one's there giving them their plaudits or anything. Because I believe, even to a degree, Stones for me as well. Maybe not quite up there with the names I've listed in this vid, but like collectively, there's been good performances defensively, and it's been refreshing. The Nigerian centre halves as well. Like, is it Ebdo was playing at centre half? I believe he's actually a midfielder. Don't know much on that guy. I'm not going to pretend to. I know a lot of players, but I don't know everyone. But yeah, there were some good defensive performances at the World Cup, and for me personally, that likes defending. I mean, I was a right back. I mean, I didn't set out to play football at right back. I kind of got forced there, failed winger in that. But and I know I'm a fullback, but it's nice to see defensive arts being taken seriously or being held in high regard again. For me, anyways, it was refreshing to see, man. But yeah, even with the France win, like I said, quite rightly so, Pogba was quality this tournament. Giroud didn't have a good tournament, but he worked hard. Griezmann obviously scored. Kylian's the golden boy. Kante is everybody loves him. So these are the players that were, even Kante to a degree could fall under the dirty work point I'm making. But all of these players, quite rightly so, will get all the headlines. But who is going to speak of Pavard and Hernandez and Varane and Lloris and the back five who were integral to it because they remained compact and rigid for the whole tournament, in my opinion anyways. There's nothing more to be said on that front, man. Guys, deluded, please get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest if you wish. I'm out.